Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm officially back on that skateboarding horse. Yes, indeed. Second heavy-duty, full-blown Venice session. Getting my slam on, my fear's going away. Feeling good, man. Feeling good, feeling like I used to. It's nice, man. I was talking to one of the boys down there. It's nice to be back, man. You know, it's you don't realize you're part of the crew till you're gone, and then people are like coming up to you going, "Hey, man, good to see you're back, dude," and blah 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 blah. And you know, being part of something's always nice. But dude, skating. I mean, skating for real. Man, I need that freedom in my life. Skateboarding to me is just a whole nother level of freedom, dude. Surfing's different. Surfing's like a challenge freedom, a freedom of challenging. But when you're whipping around and you're flowing about in the bowls and on a skateboard, man, that is a different kind of freedom. Even just shredding to the car. That was nice. Just ripping around on the sidewalk and wow, man. So yeah, this is the my second major full-blown skate session in Venice. I skated yesterday at the Westlake Park, kind of dialing in that place a little bit, and feeling good, man. The best part is the fear is starting to go away. The fear of I don't know, just it's not gonna work. You know, I can feel I'm a little bit stiff, but I'll go home, get in the hot shower, loosen everything back up, and then I'll stretch. I'll take a bunch of turmeric and drink a bunch of water after I make this video and do my exercises tonight. You know, that's the thing, is like the exercises, like you get super pumped when you get to do a little bit of shredding, and then you're like, dude, I can't wait to do my exercises. Man, talk about getting back in the groove and not really knowing what you were missing, man, because you just did go, well, I couldn't miss it. You know what I mean? Like I was just off the team. But it's also, you know, I was talking to this skater down there, and I was telling him what like the process was to like get better, and he's like, it was just you used your mind, huh? And I was like, yeah, I used my mind to overcome my body and retrain my body. That's what like Dr. Kim really showed me how to do, is to use my mind to retrain my body and to make it work differently and more efficiently for the situation I'm currently in. I just want to say, man, is those of you guys with back injuries out there that, you know, I know some are more severe than others, so I'm not a doctor. I got a 10 centimeter bulging disc. I don't know, L4, L5, I think that's what it is, in there on my right side, right? Took a year of rehab to recondition it and put it all back together. But man, it's there, and you know, taking it easy and listening to the body, but staying out of the witch doctors, man. All those dudes want to do is put you on drugs, man, and cut you up, make you a slave to their wacky, weird corporate medicine model, man. You know, I'm really grateful for that intuition I had to not crack under pressure. You know, if I look back a year ago, man, I was in so much pain, and I was so debilitated, and I had zero solution, like zero answers. And all I knew was I wasn't gonna get the surgery, man. I had this buddy of mine who called me up and like harassed me about, like, you gotta get surgery, dude. I got the same thing. You must get surgery, dude. And I'm like, no, not gonna do it. Rather suffer. And then, you know, I held out. The cavalry arrived. You know, I used to talk a lot about in life like there is no cavalry, but I think that perspective has changed. The cavalry did show up. Dr. Kim did arrive, and he showed up, and I was willing to listen. I remember he used to talk to me and be like, you know, if you could, like he would explain this thing with my mind and retraining the neural pathways, and he would be like, you know, just got to give it a try. And I go, dude, I fully get what you're telling me, man. I'm a believer in this technology of the mind and electricity and the pathways and the whole thing. And I think, and I know that the real reason I'm skateboarding today, and it's tied into the video I'm also uploading with this, the free will video, is I learned how to overcome like drugs and alcohol, man, which aren't just the substances, it's the mind, right? Like, and I had to retrain my mind to think differently about the world I inhabit and the people around me and how I interact with that world. So if I had had this situation happen 8 or 9 years ago, I never would have gotten better. I wouldn't be skating today. But the proof is in the thing that we have the ability to overcome these obstacles. But what I would also say is, you know, you've got to put it into perspective with what your obstacles are, you know, too. But like, I have this buddy of mine, Lion, he did an interview, dude. He's got this crazy form of like uncurable cancer that keeps like sprouting up tumors and stuff in his intestines and stuff, and you know, he'll get it taken care of and it'll come back years later. And he's a young guy, dude, surfer, skater. That dude has positive mental attitude and overcomes this thing, dude. And I'm a firm believer that as much as these like cancer and these diseases and the problems going on Spaceship Earth are ultimately, as much as they're physical problems, they're also mind perception diseases, that they're diseases of perception, and that you can read about them, you can look into all sorts of people who have gone and change their frequency and change their perception and overcome cancers and all sorts of things. And I could go down a different pathway, but I think I went down that pathway enough in the free will video. But I'm just saying is, if you're a believer, anything's possible, man. But the first thing you have to do is believe that it's possible, and then things will begin to line up. Like, if you had asked me a year ago, when I couldn't skate again, if I was ever going to be able to have a session like I did, and I'm not in at full speed, dude, but I'm at the buzz level, like the buzz level, dude. I got my fix, man. I'm at that level, getting my fix on. If you'd asked me a year ago, man, it seemed pretty doubtful. Though I believed and acted as if I would, it did seem like I might have to just surrender the thing. But man, skate for life, right? Skate for life, dude. It means like, not only like skate for your entire life, but skate for your life. skateboarders, we're lucky people, man. And we are the luckiest people on Spaceship Earth as far as I'm concerned. I participate in a lot of different activities, horse equestrian activities, surfing, hiking, all this kind of stuff. But if you're in this sort of mixed urban, natural world that most of us are in, like, skateboarding is like the passport to another dimension. I knew it early on, man. I remember how skateboarding changed my perspective early on, man. And to just go and get that freedom just now, like the freedom I just had just now, is mind-blowing, dude. I forgot. I'm so grateful I got to experience it again. So grateful I got to experience the freedom I just had this afternoon. I hope all of you have an activity like that, or a passion, or a thing that sets you free. Because you got to have something to set you free. Because it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, I'm merging on to the PCH, so I gotta get my combat driving mode on. Either that or my traffic meditation on. I don't know yet, dude. It looks like it's gonna be combat driving for me. All right, it's the illusion out, man. Keep the frequency high, people.